This happened back in 2015, during a hike I took in Arizona. At the time, I didn't know how to explain what I experienced. I kept it to myself for years because I knew no one would believe me. But after what I've learned recently, I'm no longer sure it was just an animal. The trail started with a short stretch of desert, then opened into medium-sized mountains, eventually leading to a canyon-like passage near the top. Going on 8 to 10-hour hikes alone was my way of clearing my mind. It helped me escape the stress of everyday life. This trail didn't seem well known at all. There wasn't any parking nearby, and the trailhead was extremely hard to find, hidden behind thick bushes. The path itself was faint and faded, like it hadn't been walked in a long time. I never intentionally searched for low-traffic trails, but I also didn't enjoy constantly running into people, so I didn't think much of it. As I continued deeper, the trees started to look dry, then dead. Many had fallen directly over the trail. Others had thick branches broken and hanging. It was obvious the trail hadn't been maintained in years. Eventually, the path narrowed and pushed through layers of thick, overgrown bushes, but the trail was still just visible enough to follow, so I kept going. That's when I heard it, a very distinct sound, a whistle coming from somewhere up the mountain. It was faint, but clear enough that I could hear it hold a few notes before stopping. I won't lie, it made me uncomfortable, but I assumed someone else was hiking nearby. At the time, that was the only explanation that made sense. About 20 minutes later, I heard it again, the same melodic whistle. This time it was closer and louder. That's when the uneasiness really set in. Still, I wasn't about to turn back, just because someone was whistling. I kept going, but I slipped my pocket knife into my hand, just in case. A short while later, a large tree had fallen directly across the trail. Its thorny branches made it impossible to climb over, so I had to go around it. I stepped to the right, and that's when I noticed something strange. There was a small valley below, likely where a river used to flow, and right in the center was a den. It was made from large sticks, carefully arranged. From the complexity alone, I knew it was man-made. That's when everything clicked. The whistling, the hidden trail, the den. I realized someone might actually be living out there. A bad feeling washed over me, and I decided I needed to leave immediately. But just as I turned to leave the valley, that same whistle came from right behind me. My heart stopped. I turned around as fast as I could, expecting to see a person. Instead, there was a goat standing at the edge of the valley, exactly where the whistle had come from. It wasn't moving. It was just staring at me. Its eyes felt wrong, like they were looking straight through me. And it was big, much bigger than any goat I had seen in that area before. My mind couldn't process what I was seeing. After a few seconds, I managed to control myself. I started backing away slowly, never taking my eyes off it. But the moment I took a single step back, the goat opened its mouth. Not naturally, just slightly, in a way that didn't make sense. And then it whistled, the exact same sound. That was it. Fear completely took over. I turned and sprinted down the mountain, tripping over rocks and fallen trees. I fell multiple times, but I didn't stop. As I reached the trail exit, I heard the whistle one last time, softly echoing down the mountain. I never told anyone what happened. I knew I'd sound insane, or like a coward. For years, I tried to forget about it. But recently, I learned about skinwalkers, and the more I read, the more I realized that might be the only explanation for what I encountered that day. Whatever that thing was, it knew how to call, and it knew I was listening.